Good morning. So these are actually quite annoy me as I keep recommending them and I keep thinking these used to really annoy me, but they don't anymore. And that is something that is great if you are struggling for time, struggling for ideas, struggling to get different foods in your diet, struggling with portion size, and that is ready meals. Yes, not as like this optimal thing, and often people have these views in their head that they're full of sugar, salt, fat, and maybe they were once in a while. And I actually remember, if you go back to some of my blogs years ago, you'd probably see that those are the types of things I'd probably write. Avoid ready meals, cook from scratch. And generally that is still a good recommendation. I would still recommend that. But you've got to meet yourself where you're at with this. And that's what we do. We meet you where you're at with this. If you're getting takeaway a few days a week and you're like, you don't want to get the takeaway a few days a week, it just happens because of time. By the time you've dropped them off there, done this there, done that there, late from work, and it's like, oh, should we just get takeaway? And you're like, I don't really want to, but there's no other option. I can't be bothered with cooking. Having that ready meal in there is a great idea to have, so that, one, it's cheap, convenient, easy, time-wise. Two, you can often get new ideas from ready meals. Like, we've had a few just in there. Mrs. Fruci's brought a few home, and I've been like, that's quite a good idea, actually. I could probably play with that recipe. But number three, the portion size of it, I'm like, it's kind of enough, but I would make way more. Don't know if anyone else has found that. And I always think, how have they made this 400 to 500 calories? And I'm like, yeah, if I made this, I'm not sure I'd eat that much. I think I'd eat a lot more than that, or I'd make a lot more of that. Then that game of the willpower side of it. So that's the first part of this, to make your life easier, because sometimes when we speak to people, everyone knows what to do. Good morning, Mary. A lot of people know what to do. They're like, I know what to do. It's just like, everyone, temptations everywhere and all of this type of stuff. Now, maybe other people's needs in the evening come up. And when this is a problem, here's my recommendation for this, is to look at the meals you can control firstly, like really are in control of. So like me, I eat with the kids in the evening. So I'd like to be a lot more flexible then. So we'll just kind of be a bit more flexible then. So morning and lunchtime is more like set in my way. I just literally keep it so simple, whether that's like something egg-based, yogurt-based, mackerel, tuna, like something really simple in the day. Like, I don't spend much time eating in the day. I'm easily satisfied with like real simple foods in the day. I'm quite busy, but then in the evening I'll sit down and have more of a meal. And this allows me to be more flexible without almost having to track. And I could, because my breakfast and lunch is so similar each day, I could probably tell you the calories without even really thinking about it much at all. Now, I'm not saying do that, but if you simplify that, there's fewer decisions to make. Remember, if you're struggling for time and energy with this and you want to make your life easier because you know what to do already, but you're struggling with time and energy, we've sometimes just got to make a bit of a compromise. And yes, I'm not saying eat mackerel, eggs and stuff, but I'm saying simplify it. So it might be you have a few breakfasts that you just go for. Like, I'm going to have porridge in the morning, or I'm going to have poached egg on toast in the morning. Just so simplified. Like, I have two choices now, rather than go, should I eat breakfast or not? Just getting to some routine can help us. Otherwise, we can be caught out more. We can be thinking, oh, they've made that, I'll have that. And I know that came up the other day, like, I know what I want to have, but then that's left out, then I'm offered this. And sometimes it's about saying, okay, can I just prep my breakfast the night before, like overnight oats, something like that, something really simple, so that that's out of the question. I know that's a different bit of a tangent here, but the issue there was, they have good intentions, but then someone will make something, there's leftovers, and they say, you might as well have that, and then they're making something else, and they're like, why are you making something else? And, sometimes that's a conversation to have, but sometimes can we just minimize those conversations we have to make by having something already made in that? Maybe offering, I'll make these for tomorrow. That's something that comes up as well. But making your life easier is going to be the key thing, because the more complicated we make this than it needs to be, the harder it is going to be to stick to. If we look at the principles of calories in, calories out, that's the key principle. However you hit that is based on your lifestyle. And there's lots of factors in here. We know that protein and fiber, from a physiological perspective, will keep you full up for longer. We know that fewer decisions you have to make from a psychological perspective will help you stick for it for longer. So how can we make that? So is ready meal an option for those busier days? I know, like, for example, when we take girls swimming on a Thursday, for example, we'll always have a quicker meal, like something really quick, like picky dinner that doesn't even require an oven. And that's just the way it works, because if I try to do otherwise, or I'll prep something in advance, but I don't always get to prep something. So I'll have picky stuff there ready, super quick, easy, and then we're out the door. Rather than trying to be perfect, then just think, oh, just sod it, we'll get a, nothing against this, but a McDonald's or something. Because I would rather have the buffet thing, the picky dinner. And that's just me, but I'm talking from a point of view of, do you want that or not, the takeaway? So I hope that helps. A tool in the toolbox. Any questions, as always, just let me know, and I will see you soon. Off for morning sessions. What an amazing morning, actually. Quiet here. So I'm off to set up, and then I will see you soon. Take care.